Hi and welcome back to Sands Road. After quite a long layoff, seems to have been a very long, cold and wet and dreary winter. I have a couple of bugs, so I haven't really been out in the shed at all. In fact, lost my mojo for a bit actually. But we're back today. Beautiful day in Cornwall, lots of liquid sunshine. I think we're going to float away like the Ark, but we'll carry on. Painting stroke Sands Road in the day would have been a very, very busy place on a summer Saturday. So we've been investing in more infrastructure in the way of vehicles and bits and pieces, a few more passengers, and altogether it's pulled it together quite well. It's always difficult to get cars and things at a reasonable price these days. The die-cast cars have become quite expensive, but most of them fit the 1970 period, which I'm trying to model. We'll see some trains in a minute, but in the meantime we're having a look at what's actually been put on the board. We've got more cars at the back and the front, and generally speaking I've got a friend of mine at the model club which has put some blue flashing lights in the fire engine, which you'll see, and also there's an arc welder in the garage now. And on the whole, very, very pleased. Managed to weather the rest of the road up to the level crossing. On the subject of is model railways or model trains dead, I don't think so somehow. Having been out to club meetings and a couple of local events, it's very, very popular. In fact, I think all the media has helped it along no end. Meanwhile, back at the bench, a few new additions. Haven't bought a lot, to be honest. I have got one locomotive set, which I'll show you in a little while. We've been putting some detailing on. Bought some of these from West Hill Wagon Works. The actual speed signs. Not the easiest thing in the world to paint for somebody like me with sausage fingers, but we've done a few and you'll probably see them in the pictures to come. This Oxford die-cast vehicle, which will go in the show field at the top, I think that was about £3. I've had some good buys actually, but haven't bought many, so I'm very pleased with that one. Okay, moving on to another EFE product, another die-cast one. This is a low-decker bus, number one, the 128 to Plymouth, which would have run from Paynton. Took a few minutes to get to Plymouth, but very comfortable ride on one of these. I can remember that in the day. So that's that one. Moving on to a dray lorry here, a Watney's lorry with the barrels in the back. I haven't taken the foil off them yet. It did say Watney's London, but with a little bit of cleaning fluid, it just rubs off. So, you know, like the Sif and a cotton bud, and it just comes off. So it's not applicable to any one reason then. Well, I've got London on the other side, but I haven't taken that one off. I did it this side in time for the video. So that's another one. In the wagon section, a HEA wagon. New, I think that was £4. A bit of a skinflint, so I'm not looking to buy anything too expensive. Banana wagon, or fruit van, another £4 bargain. And also a cottage to go in the corner of the layout when I carry on and do some more of it. Hopefully that'll fit in the small area I've got to work with. Okay, moving on to some live action now. I'm going to bring a train through and just have a few words about it. Be along in a minute, as I say. Okay, the locomotives are Class 52 Western Legionnaire in maroon. And behind it is a rake of 5 or 6 Mark 1 coaches. And something I hadn't toyed with at the time is a set of motor rail flats. So I got 3 for my birthday. Very kindly my wife bought them for me. So I've managed to source cars for them. They're all Oxford die-cast, so it does add a bit of weight to the train. But even though this train never came to Paynton, 4 motorrail services did terminate at Newton Abbot, and this would be the style of one of them before they went to the covered chambers wagons when there was a lot of vandalism involved in the movement of cars. They did come with little yellow chocks to put under the cars, but after I lost the first one, I gave up that as a bad idea. Could hardly see them. I do realise though, if they were to go on the cars, looking at the actual real photographs, that you would have put 2 under both rear wheels. There were no chocks under the front of the front ones. So yeah, a nice addition to my layout, and fond memories. And I've got a couple of photos I'll put in front of the camera now. This is the first one. That would have been taken at Exeter. I didn't have a very good camera, so excuse the fact that they are a little bit blurred. There's another one here. And finally, a picture of a Western storming into Newton Abbot. In the background, an 08 shunter, shunting the very open car flats that I've got here. The chimneys are long gone, and so are most of the railway lines and infrastructure at Newton Abbot. Okay, another new item that I've managed to get, and we'll talk about it in a minute. There's a 3-car DMU in a blue-grey. So we're going to take it round to the other side and have a look at it. Moment, leaving it from platform 3. Okay, we'll bring it into the siding and have a quick look. Very nice runner. It's a Bachmann locomotive, or 3-car unit. I've got the box somewhere. Let's have a look, see what it says. This is the box, and it's a class 108. Has directional lighting and lighting inside, although it's not brilliant because it's probably one of the earlier experiments in it. This 3-car unit actually ran into Paynton in the day. It was shedded at Lara, Plymouth, and its last port of call would have been working out of Manchester, hence the fact you got an M on the side of the leading car. I did contemplate rubbing that off, but I think we'll leave it as it is because one day somebody might like it like that. But in the meantime, we will set it running. Here we are in the final throws. Both running well. I'd like to thank you all for watching. This is our first attempt at a video on a camera phone. Warts and all, obviously, as usual. It's just nice to be back out here playing trains. There's so much going on out there, some wonderful videos, and some of the regulars and some of the newbies as well. So I can only thank you for those people who watch me or subscribe to me, and hopefully it won't be too long before the next video. Once again, thank you so much.